Double Diamond Railroad back down here for about an hour. Just some quick work after a couple email exchanges with the owner of MRT about this Accutrack last night and then two today. So based on what I told him, now bear in mind this thing's like 4 years old. Based on what I told him, he's going to send me a new unit. Not the case, but the unit on the back side. I'm going to put a post up. There'll be a post up about a picture from the back side showing the actual unit that goes on with 2 screws. He's going to send me a new unit because he said putting the LED emitters in and everything is really critical alignment, and I probably wouldn't get that right. It wouldn't work. So he's going to send me a whole new unit free of charge. I'll just swap it to my cover. That's going to be awesome. And then we started talking about why a silver Amtrak won't read, and he said, yeah, that's right, because you can see the white reflected tape back there. And the beam, there's a blue LED on top and a white one on the bottom. Emitter transmitters on the top, hits the tape, reflects back through the bottom receiver. So when a train, the nose of an engine goes through, it clicks it off and starts measuring the time. From there to the other side, the left side's the same thing. From the time it passes from the one side, whichever direction it's gone. Breaks the circuit, starts the timer. When it clears the other side, then it calculates in the IC chip how fast it was gone. So the problem is the silver Amtrak is like it's still reflecting, seeing an open track like it's doing right now. There's nothing there. You have to have something to break the light beam. So he puts black tape on the nose. I was putting them on the side, like I put blue painter tape on the side, but I never covered the nose. It's important to get the nose as it enters. Then you get the most accurate. So like I was doing on Canadian Pacific, you know, he said put black, well, I had those black foam strips. Problem was I wasn't covering the cab. I was covering about 1 inch behind the cab. So I'm going to get something, some Scotch tape, and stick black panels on the nose and recheck that one. He didn't understand why it wouldn't read a red one. Silver, he understood. So anyway, we've got a new consist, and I just pulled the 4835, put it back on the bench again because I got it running with the decoder, which is way off on motor trim, but I made it right. That creates one problem though. When you got a motor trim of 128 is neutral, I had to jack it to 150 going forward. Maybe I don't now because of what I fixed. Have to recheck that again. Break the consist down, recheck it again. It was grinding real bad. I think it was in the rear. I couldn't understand what happened. All I did was take the body shell on and off, swap the decoder, couldn't see anything rubbing. Thought, well, it's up in the truck gears. So I just went over and pulled the gears front and rear, greased the gears up in there. There's like 12 gears in one truck, and reseated the drive shaft and everything. And now it's quiet. Fix it again. How many times I've fixed that one? So now it's running real smooth. I did have, sometimes the Canadian Pacific runs away because his motor trims are way off. Like I'm setting 140, 150 in one direction, 125 or something in the other to get them balanced out. That's why I'm going to end up getting new K1D4s and replace those to make them get more accurate. So anyway, we're going to drive the consist by. I'm having trouble with the momentum. 49, it was 50, but they've been sitting there cooling off again. Having trouble getting the momentum right because you got 2 TCS boards and 2 ESU LokSound boards. The LokSounds have built-in delay. Let's see. Get a little bit forward so we can measure here. LokSounds have built-in 7-second startup delay. So they don't want to play right when you turn momentum on for the whole group. And that makes the TCS, they want to go real quick. Sit there and spin the wheels out. Well, it's going to keep the wheels clean. Gives you a real nice wheel slip sound. So I'm getting up to speed here. 49. Okay. So if I ran a few more times, it will. I'm not going far enough. With momentum on, you really got to get back. So you can get it, build up to speed. Here it comes. Still 49, because he cooled off for about 7 minutes. So I got to slow it down before I throw it in reverse, because it's hard on the gears. Especially the 48, 50, and 35 don't like it because they have a drive shaft. The other ones are direct drives. The Gevos are direct drives, and they'll go right on, take off. There's 50. So what I want to do is get this, prove it out, get this Canadian Pacific separated out again. I'm going to put black foam over the front cab, just a square, like a 1-inch square, and run him through by himself and see if it'll read it. Probably will. But like I told him, I said it doesn't explain the random, still 49 going forward. Doesn't explain the random erratic numbers. Like last night I was going reverse on the red body and it read 846 miles an hour. It was doing 50. Traction motors. That's at 4848 UP. So what it did, I thought of this last night. I forgot that the UP was an ESU sound unit. So I repositioned them in the consist. So that I got sound in the front, sound in the back. Spreads it out. So 49. See, it goes so fast and the traction motor sound cuts out. I've noticed that. I'm on 16. I think it's when you get above 24. There's 28 and it's working. Traction motors are loud when they're running fast. Louder than the engine. I got that jacked up in the 4848 because he was originally a pusher. And it sounded cool when it was at the back. Slowed them down, yeah. Those are good numbers. So now we're getting really picky. We'll get that new unit and we'll be able to hopefully measure the red one without any problems. Really, I could turn the traction motor sound down in the 4848. A little bit hot. It's even loud right now. So here's about where we'd be running normally. Right there, speed step 16, 22 miles an hour. It's about where I run the stack train, max speed. I was watching BA Rail System. He only sets his engine for 40 because the motor average speed is 40. not 50, 60. He said a lot of engines won't tune at 50 miles an hour. And I'm finding that to be true. I think if I come to 40, I can get better accuracy. I must not have any momentum on right now. Put it back to 1. Because I'm not getting brake squeal. See if we can make it squeal. There they are. Yeah, I had no momentum on. Now you get it. Well, I'm very happy now with what I've got with the limping along meter, being able to get enough tests and settings. These guys are all balanced out. I got 2 used K1D4s in the Canadian and the back CSX, and they're working. They're fudged on the settings, but they're working. They're stopping right at the crossing. Okay, we'll shut down there. Lunchtime. Got it all done just in time. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of the week. Still got beautiful weather. Double Diamond Railroad out.